How to do Olympic style movements. It's great with Lift Fitness. Thank you for checking out our video. We've got a beautiful, beautiful movement for you today. And it's often a level 2 or level 3 progression, not with a bar, because a bar tends to make it a whole lot tougher. We often use dumbbells, sandbags, because they're safer, easier in general. In general with these movements. So what we're going to work on today is your snatch. Now, a snatch is a beautiful, beautiful movement. And once you finish chuckling, what you're going to do is a snatch is a multi-movement, action movement. What I mean by that is a squat and a deadlift. So what you're going to do is, ideally you're going to have weight on top of the bar, so it's going to raise it up just a little bit. But let's pretend that this is about where it's at. You're going to start with that barbell right on top of the shoelace. Now it's going to roll off my toes. So I'll point my toes up so I can get to it. So we're going to deadlift down the bar. We, of course, don't want to deadlift any lower than right about here, but clearly the bar is still lower. So I'm going to squat down to the bar here. So you see the hips. Hips are going to hinge back, and then they're going to move vertically down to the bar. So those knees are behind those toes, ideally about as far behind those toes as I can keep them. Weights clearly on top of those heels. Now I'm not trying to keep my toes up. I'm just so far back in those heels that I'm starting to lose balance. I'm real comfortable here. So you want to get comfortable in your hinging pattern and working on your deadlift. So a deadlift would be a great regression from here. So what's going to happen is you're going to extend those knees, keeping that bar close to that body, thrust those hips, hold with that upright row, and then you're going to finish by throwing the arms up overhead. So again, it's going to look like this. You're going to deadlift, squat, down to the bar, hips, knees, drag across that body with the hips, upright row, and flip it up. From a front view, you're going to start just like so. Knees, hips, boom, throw it up. And you're going to reverse that movement. Oftentimes people are using this because it is an Olympic style movement. It's a really good one to get accustomed with on the bar, so you know how the movement should be. When we are doing it with dumbbells, because there's that break in the center, we tend to let it gravitate out in front. We tend to, the arms tend to kind of go unilaterally, kind of on their own. But a bar is really going to help you glide against those shins. So knees, hips, boom, throw it all the way overhead. So we're looking for explosive, and this is a movement that clearly is really, really, really advanced. With a barbell, I don't even work with any of my clients. I've never worked with a barbell snatch with any of my clients. The dumbbells with lighter weight and focusing on faster we have because it tends to be a whole lot easier on the body. It tends to be a whole lot easier to perform. So knees, hips, boom, throw it up. And then oftentimes with the heavy weight, they just drop it. You probably see that. We're going to stay in control with it. I'm going to have you just bring it back down. So we're going to flip it. The descent, flip the wrist, leave with those elbows. So it's very, very critical right here because a lot of times we'll do that movement. All right, with heavy weight, that's going to boom into those thighs and I'm going to feel good. So we're going to stay in control. We're going to flip those wrists, lead with those elbows so we can decelerate vertically. So again, from the side, it's going to be knees, hips, boom, throw it up. We're going to bring it down here, boom, and back down. Knees or hips and knees. That's a deadlift and a squat. Boom, throw it up. Very explosive in manner, but do not make a mistake. It is knees, hips, drag with the upright row. In fact, a good regression from this one would be just the upright row. It'd be boom, there. So it's a deadlift, squat with the upright row. So a very complex movement, very compound movement, very advanced movement. Clearly not for the beginner, clearly for only those of us that have had lots and lots of experience training, but it's really good to get comfortable using it with a lightweight bar to learn technique. And that's very, very important. It's a trick that all the Olympic athletes use. They work with the bar for anywhere as little as a few weeks, all the way up to many, many, many months, getting comfortable with technique. And they often do it before every workout, getting that technique down because it is such a complex movement to fire those knees, hips, upright row, and then the flip, because you got to have all those working in conjunction. So very, very thorough, very brief but thorough for the time rundown of your Olympic movement, your snatch. This is great with Lift Fitness. If you enjoyed that, just click that link right down there. We offer our thermogenic fat loss program that includes progressions that build up to movements like this with dumbbells that you can use away at the gym, away at home, or away from the office, wherever you are.